I love my job. For 15 years, I've been a content creator here on YouTube. And I've done this for a job full-time since 2011. Yeah, I've been doing it for 12 freaking years. It's the longest running job I've ever had. It's my best job I've ever had in my life. I love being my own boss, and I love hanging out with you guys and genuinely sharing my opinions and my love and passion for gaming with you all. I hope that's come through in the last 15 years that I've daily put out content for all of you here on YouTube and elsewhere. As you know, there's been other places I've done it too, but YouTube really has become my home over all these years, and I've, figured let's just focus on YouTube. So anyway, as you can see, once again, I'm in actual, long sleeve fall attire because the weather is good for it. Now, interestingly enough, I told you guys that when the weather got cooler that I was going to change my attire for the fall, and I would alternate between, gaming t-shirts and these shirts. Just like during the summertime, I alternated between, more party-style, what do they call them? Like Hawaiian shirts or, tropical kind of ski shirts and the t-shirts that I usually would wear, right? So I am. However, this morning, I went to my wardrobe and I said, okay, I got, a bunch of shirts here. I have, two shirts that are very light sweaters, okay? And they're nice, too. They're very thin and nice shirts, and I haven't even worn them yet. I have a few button-downs. I have a brand new button-down that I just bought that I think will fit perfectly. I have the shirt I wore yesterday that you saw, the long-sleeve brown shirt. Then I have a bunch of button-down shirts, including this one and others that are older shirts that I had from previous years that I barely ever wore. I got a nice wardrobe pre-COVID, and then what happened was COVID hit, and my wife and I stopped going out for a long time because we couldn't. Everything was closed. And there was not much that you could do about that. So for a while, I had a bunch of clothes that I had bought and I never wore. And then after, of course, COVID ended over 2 years ago, it was like, okay, time to get back to normal. And quite frankly, we never really got back to normal around here. We still go out, just not as often. And I have just a bunch of these, long sleeve shirts I never really wear. So the funny part about it is, okay, usually when I go out and I buy clothes, I'll either buy large or extra large, depending on what's available, because I don't just go out and buy, full price clothes at a department store or a clothing store. They're usually way too expensive. What I do is I try to get stuff, obviously, on a big discount. There's places you can go, various different clothing stores, like Burlington or a Marshall's or Plato's Closet or other places. And what it is, it's either clothes that never sold at the full price store, so they go on discount and they get resold to basically a reseller for a big discounted price, or sometimes you could find clothes that people owned and never really wore or never used, and so they just sat for ages, and then they're reselling them, you see? So, for example, perfect example, this shirt I'm wearing today is actually a name brand shirt. This is a designer shirt. If you were to buy this new at a department store or a clothing store, you'd probably pay upwards of $50 or more. I got the shirt for $10. And it was brand new when I bought it. That's how you do it, man. What's the point of going and buying the stuff brand new unless you're at, the cusp of fashion? Who gives a crap, right? So anyway, the funny thing about it, though, is that every shirt is different, okay? This shirt is a large, okay? It's a large size. As you can see, it actually is perfect length. It fits me absolutely perfectly. It even has extra room. It feels comfy. It's nice. It's aerated. It's a nice shirt, okay? I have other shirts in my closet that say they're large, and I actually put one on this morning before this one. That one was darker color, almost black or charcoal, with some different lined green and other colors on it. It's a nice looking shirt. And I put it on, and then I was like, okay, and I'll go downstairs with my wife to have breakfast, and we're standing in the kitchen, and I'm eating, and I'm it just doesn't feel comfortable, buttoned up. Because the thing is, a lot of these shirts, I bought them, and I've only ever worn them as a shirt over another. I would wear, a black undershirt, a t-shirt, and then wear the shirt over it, which is another way to wear these kind of button-down shirts. You don't have to button them up. You can have another shirt under it. So, I'm wearing it, it actually feels way too tight, just as a buttoned up. And I'm looking at it, so I came back upstairs, and I'm looking, they both say large. This shirt, no exaggeration, is way bigger than the other one. And you want to know why? Because this one's a better brand. So the better brand, you get the better quality, you get a bigger shirt, more room. You buy the more cheaper brand, it's like, well, it says it's a large, but technically it's really not. It's probably too small, undersized, slim fit, or whatever you want to say, and it just doesn't really fit right. And I was like, well, I guess I'm not wearing that shirt then. If I'm going to wear that shirt, I got to have like an undershirt, which I have a couple t-shirts that I can wear as undershirts, but I didn't want to start wearing multiple layers today either. You know, it's cool, but it's not cold yet. Once we get further into this season, it will actually have days that are legit cold outside, in which case it'll be cooler in here. Then I can start wearing layers. You know, I don't want to wear layers now. It just started to cool down. So I was like, well, I guess I'm going to change my shirt. So I did, and I changed to this one. I'm like, oh my God, this shirt is like so comfortable compared to the other one, you know. But it's so weird that clothes are like that, right? You can have one shirt large, another shirt large. You put them on, they're completely different sizes. And you know, shoes are like that too, and I never understood that about shoes, because shoes have a number sizing, and the number sizing is supposed to be the actual measurement of the size of the shoe. So for example, I have very large feet. All right, I do. I'll admit, I have giant flopping hobbit feet, clown feet, whatever you want to call them. All right, they're ginormous. They're absolutely ridiculously large, and they're both long and wide. So it's like, you know, having two tennis rackets taped to the bottom of your legs. And the thing is, over the years, I have been, just listen to this, I've been a size 11, 11 and a half, 12, 12 and a half, 13, and 13 and a half. What? How? I don't know. But every single time that I go to get any kind of shoes, I have no idea what size I'm supposed to get. Because every shoe brand is different. Every style is different. If you get, you know, 12s in this shoe, they're perfect. 12s in another shoe, they come off my foot. And 12s in another shoe, they don't fit. How the hell is that possible? It's 12. It's a number. They measured 12 inches and said it's 12. So how the hell do three different shoes not fit the same? It just doesn't make sense. But that's just how clothing is. It's really frustrating. So, for me, I have a bunch of shirts that I'm going to be alternating between. And the thing is, outside of these shirts, I actually have even more shirts. So anyway, if the temperatures agree and it doesn't get hot again, which hopefully it won't. I think coming up this week, there's supposed to be 2 days that are 70 degrees Fahrenheit. That's still not that bad. I mean, it'll be a little warmer probably because the sun is out. But at least it's not like, you know, 80, 90 degrees where it's like insane in here. So I should still be able to balance it out. Maybe those days I'll wear t-shirts, right? The hotter days, I wear t-shirts. And then the nice cooler days, I wear nice shirts like this. And I have, like I said, I have many more that I can alternate between, and we'll see, you know, get a nice wardrobe going, just like I had in the summer. In the summer, I had like 7, 8 shirts that I was rotating around over the course of 2, 3 months. We'll probably do the same thing here for the autumn into winter and see how that goes.